Okay guys, so today I think is day 13, 12, 13. I'm honestly just losing track, to be honest. I wasn't here today with the builder. He came to try and finish up some of the work in the kitchen. We're getting ever closer now to it all being finished. So I've just finished all of my duties for the evening, which includes also meal preparation for tomorrow, making things a bit easier for us tomorrow. I was at work today, so I wasn't able to, hang around, give the builder a hand. But he was able to make some good progress. The cupboards are like literally 90% finished now, or maybe even 95. Just got the handles on most of them to put on, to cross all the T's, dot all the I's, before moving on to tiling the walls. That's the splash area behind the cooker. And yeah, it's looking really good. All of the end panels are on, so the cupboards are complete from an aesthetic point of view, albeit very dusty. You could probably see the door handles. He started putting some of them on just behind me there, and yeah, they look really nice actually. We had to figure out which position to sort of put them in. Good sturdy handles to hold on to. I was a bit worried that they were going to be flimsy, but we did see them in the showroom and they seemed fine. And yeah, looking really good. Most of today was spent putting on the rest of the end panels, as well as, I think, I'm trying to remember what this bit of the actual panels are called. If anyone can remember, please put it in the comments down below. So you may have noticed that we don't actually have the same thing that we can see at the top at the bottom of the cupboards, and the reason for that is because it would have basically interfered with the fire zone, and it would have been too close to the cooker. So we decided and we opted not to have them on the bottom ones. And I mean, nobody can really see up under the cupboards anyway. All you'll see is just some white space, but it's no big deal. But I think the cupboards still look really smart with just the top trimmings on, and we're fine with that at the end of the day. It's not a huge kitchen, so we wanted to maximize the space, make sure that we're compliant, and like I said, everything's looking good. We haven't yet used the hob. We're waiting for things to be a bit more settled to use it. There is gas now connected to it, however the ignition still needs to be connected. The next thing that he's done is actually put on the bottom of the cupboards the paneling that goes around the floor. But it hasn't been fixed into place with the little clips that it needs to hold them into place. However, they have been cut and measured, and tomorrow I'm sure they'll be fitted, and that will be that. I'm actually very impressed with how everything is looking so far, so yeah, looking forward to using this kitchen once it's done. Sophia's really chuffed about it. I've been looking for a table and a chair set to sort of fit snugly underneath this cupboard that we've added to the wall here for extra storage. We've seen a little IKEA table. I think it's called a Lerman, if I'm not mistaken. I'll put a picture up of what it looks like, along with 4 of the IKEA sort of folding chairs, the basic ones that they have. So that way, if we don't need to use a table, we can just fold them and put them to the side, and we'll have more space in the kitchen. It's very much about practicality. We had one of those tables before when we lived in London, and it was really useful. Not too big, good size for 4 people to sit and have a meal. And as there's 4 of us in the house, it will be perfect. Now, we were thinking of getting one of those tables that you could sort of drop the side off and make it a bit smaller when you're not using it, or getting one of those ones you could slide out to make bigger. However, in the 3 years that we've been here, we haven't really had loads of people around to sort of eat and to have like a big meal. And like I said, it's mostly us as a family that will just be having meals here, so why sort of spend the money and the time getting a massive table which we may well never use? So we're going to stick to something small. Now, I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace to try and find a used one. They retail for around £70 brand new in IKEA, that's the table, and and the chairs, they retail for around £15 each. So obviously if I can find something on Facebook Marketplace that's going to be much cheaper, I'm definitely going to be looking to get that. I can always paint them, upcycle them to a color or style that we prefer. But right now we're just focusing on getting the kitchen done, before then moving into the living room. Hopefully by the end of the week we would have at least started tiling the living room, and the project will feel like it's sort of coming to its completion. Can't wait for it to be finished. Okay, so that was just a quick update on day 13, I think. Losing track of time, but hopefully tomorrow when the builder comes, I'll be able to give him a hand, finish up the kitchen, you know, by the end of this week, and move into the living room. And then the next stage will be to rip down the wallpaper off the wall. There's also another project that I've seen that I'm trying to figure out if I can get him to do while he's here, which is to create some storage cupboards underneath the stairs. And I'll talk a little bit more about that if we're able to get that done. And then last but not least, we'll be getting a new front door to the kitchen, which I just absolutely can't wait to have a new front door. The stable door, you know, is really cute, really quirky, especially on this old cottage, but it's just so impractical. So I'm looking forward to getting a new door fitted there, but that will be done once the tiling on the floor is finished and we can get the right measurements for the height and the width of the door. So watch the space for that one. So yeah, gonna leave it there. If you are liking the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now I'll continue to try and do these update videos to try and show you what it's like actually going for a renovation like this. And at some point, Safari and I will share our opinion on how it was, you know, living on a site where they're actually doing the work, sort of in the middle of winter, you know, all of the pros and the cons and so on. So watch the space for that one. And if you haven't seen some of the other videos, please feel free to check them out on our channel. We really do appreciate it. As always, this is Ken Roy. I'm about to go and get myself some rest. I'll see you when you see me. Take care.